Have you ever felt that knot in your stomach, that racing heart, that feeling that something terrible is about to happen, even when everything seems fine? That's not just regular worry. It's what many describe as a spirit of fear. It's an overwhelming sense of dread that can paralyze you, holding you back from living the full, joyful life you were meant to live. It whispers lies in your ear, telling you you're not good enough, that you'll fail, that you should just stay where you are, safe and small. But here's the truth. You were not designed to live in a cage built by fear. Today we're going to talk about how to break free from this spirit of fear. It's not about pretending fear doesn't exist. Fear is a natural human emotion designed to protect us from real danger. But the spirit of fear is different. It's a persistent, irrational anxiety that latches onto your mind and refuses to let go. It's the fear of what might happen, the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, or even the fear of success. It's a thief that comes to steal your peace, your joy, and your potential. How do we fight back? The first step is to recognize it for what it is. When that feeling of dread creeps in, don't just accept it as your reality. Stop and ask yourself, is this fear based on a real, immediate threat, or is it a what-if scenario my mind has created? By identifying it, you take away its power. You're no longer a passive victim of your emotions. You're an observer. You can look at that fear and say, I see you, but I don't have to listen to you. This simple act of mindfulness creates a space between you and the fear, giving you room to breathe and think clearly. The Bible tells us in 2 Timothy 1-7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." This is a powerful declaration. It means that this crippling fear is not from a divine source. It's not your true nature. Your true nature is power, the strength to face challenges. It's love, the ability to connect with others and with God, which casts out fear. And it's a sound mind, clarity, peace, and self-control. When fear tries to tell you you're weak, remind yourself that you have been given a spirit of power. When it tries to isolate you, remind yourself that you have a spirit of love. When it tries to cloud your judgment with panic, remind yourself that you have a spirit of a sound mind. Now, let's get practical. One of the most effective weapons against the spirit of fear is gratitude. Fear thrives in a mind focused on scarcity and potential loss. Gratitude shifts your focus to abundance in what you already have. When you feel fear creeping in, start listing things you're thankful for. It can be anything: the sun shining, the taste of your morning coffee, a friend who checked in on you, the fact that you have air in your lungs. It's almost impossible to feel fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude rewires your brain to look for the positive, starving the fear of the negativity it feeds on. Make it a daily practice. Start or end your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. It might feel silly at first, but over time, it builds a powerful defense against anxiety. Another powerful tool is speaking truth over the lies of fear. Fear tells you lies. You're going to fail that presentation. No one actually likes you. Your health is going to collapse. You have to counter these lies with truth. Find scriptures or positive affirmations that resonate with you and speak them out loud. When fear says you can't do this, you say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. When fear says you're all alone, you say, God will never leave me nor forsake me. Speaking these truths aloud is crucial. It engages your senses and reinforces the message in your mind, drowning out the whispers of fear. Your words have power, so use them to build yourself up, not to agree with the enemy that wants to tear you down. Let's also talk about the power of community. Fear loves to isolate. It wants you to believe you're the only one struggling, that no one would understand. This is one of its biggest lies. The moment you open up to a trusted friend, a family member, or a mentor, you shine a light on the fear, and it begins to shrink. Sharing your struggle not only lifts a weight off your shoulders, but also invites others to support you, pray for you, and remind you of the truth when you can't see it for yourself. Don't suffer in silence. Find your people. Find a supportive church group, a trusted friend, or a professional counselor. Connection is the antidote to the isolation that fear creates. And remember, if your struggle with fear and anxiety feels overwhelming and is impacting your daily life, it is a sign of strength, not weakness, to seek professional help. Therapists and counselors are trained to provide you with tools and strategies to manage these feelings. There is no shame in seeking help for your mental health, just as you would for your physical health. Your well-being is worth it. Taking action is also a huge part of defeating fear. Fear wants you to stay frozen, so do the opposite. Take one small step. If you're afraid of starting a new project, just open the document and write one sentence. If you're afraid of making a phone call, just dial the number. Action creates momentum. Each small step of courage builds on the last, proving to yourself that you are more capable than fear tells you. The feeling of fear might still be there when you take the step, but you do it anyway. That's the definition of courage: feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of it. Think of it like this: your life is a garden. The spirit of fear is like a persistent weed that tries to choke out all the beautiful things you want to grow: your dreams, your relationships, your peace. You can't just ignore it and hope it goes away. You have to actively tend to your garden. You pull out the weeds of fear by identifying them. You water the soil with gratitude, plant seeds of truth with your words and affirmations. You let the sunshine of community and connection in, and you consistently take small actions, like tilling the soil, to keep it healthy and fertile. It's an ongoing process, not a one-time fix. Breaking free from the spirit of fear is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when it feels stronger than others. On those days, be gentle with yourself. Lean on your tools, lean on your community, and lean on your faith. Remind yourself that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. You are not defined by your fears. You are defined by your courage, your resilience, and the power, love, and sound mind that you have been given. You were made for more than a life lived in the shadows of what if. You were made to live a life of purpose, freedom, and joy. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this message resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on living a life of freedom and purpose. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What S1 step you are going to take this week to fight back against fear? Let's encourage one another. See you in the next video.